Hey folks, CAT 2025 Slot 2 Arithmetic. Oh, they were nice questions. Some of them were boringly lengthy. There were 8 questions in total. Let's have a look at what type of questions came in and what should we probably expect. So we'll do the questions. Go here. First one says the average number of copies of a book sold per day by a shopkeeper is 60 in the initial 7 days. So first 7 days he sold 7 into 60, that's 420. And 63 in the initial 8 days. So the average is 63 in the initial 8 days. So first 8 days, it will be 8 into 63, that's 480 plus 24, that's 504. From here we can say on the 8th day alone, he sold 84 books. First 7 days it's 420. First 8 days is 504. On the 8th day it has to be 84. Now we have, and the average on the 9th day, she sells 11 copies less than the 8th day. Which means on the 9th day, it's 11 copies less, which is 73 days that we have here. And the average number of copies sold per day from 2nd day to 9th day becomes 66. So 2nd to 9th will be 8 days in total, and the average is given as 66. So that's 480 plus 48, that will be a total of 528. The question is number of copies sold on the first day. You can find it for the first 9 days. 2nd to 9 days data is given. With this we can easily find for the first day. For the first 9 days, it will be 504 plus 73, that will be 577. 2nd to 9th will be 528. So first day it will be 577 minus 528 plus 50 is 578 minus 1. So that's 49 books are sold on the first day. And that will be our answer. Nice, easy average question. Write equations if you want, but then it's still a doable question. Ankita is twice as efficient as Bippen, while Bippen is twice as efficient as Chandan. All three of them start together on a job, and Bippen leaves the job after 20 days. If the job got completed in 60 days, number of days needed by Chandan to complete the job alone is. I'm going to do this question. Ankita, we have Bippen, and then we have Chandan. Ankita is twice Bippen, Bippen is twice Chandan. So I'm going to say if Chandan does 1 unit per day, Bippen is twice of that, which is 2 units per day. Ankita is twice of that, which is 4 units per day. All three of them start the work together on a job, and Bippen leaves after 20 days. So first 20 days, it was all three of them. The job got completed in 60 days. Bippen leaves after 20 days, which means A plus C worked remaining task. Job got completed in 60 days means A and C worked for 40 days. So that's a total of 60 days then that we have. Chandan took how long? So in 20 days, let's find the total work. It's 4 to 1, 7 units per day, plus for 40 days, it was A and C, that's 5 units. So that's 140 plus 200, 340 units in total. 340 units in total. So Chandan can do 340 units by completing 1 unit per day. Would have taken 340 days. And that will be our answer. Simple time and work. Just plug in your values and then you are through. The ratio of expenditures of Lakshmi and Minakshi is 2:3. And the ratio of income of Lakshmi to expenditure of Minakshi is 6:7. Excess of income over expenditure is saved by Lakshmi and Minakshi. Ratio of their savings is 4:9. Ratio of their incomes. Nice. We have salary ratio, expenditure ratio, and then saving ratio. Look at all three of them. We have Lakshmi, Meenakshi, salary, expenditure, savings. First it says ratio of expenditure is 2:3. So I'm going to call this 2x and 3x. Ratio of income of Lakshmi to expenditure of Meenakshi is 6:7. So they are saying this is 6y. If I have to put it in a block here, if this is 6y, they are saying this is 7y. But I don't like it. This is 3x and 7y. Too many variables. So let's bring all of them to one variable. So instead of calling it 3x, I'm going to call it 21x. 7 into 3. 21x. So this becomes 14x then. So now I have a convenience here. If this is 21x, which is 7y, y is equal to 3. So 6y would automatically become 18y. Okay, everything sorted. That's it. So this is of the form 6:7. This is of the form 2:3. We are through. The question says excess of income over expenditure is savings. Lakshmi to Meenakshi ratio is 4:9. So they are calling this 4 and 9. 18y minus, sorry, it's not 18y. You can write it as 18x straight away. 18x minus 14x is 4x, working out well for me. So 21, this is 4x, so this becomes 9x. So 21 plus 9 has to be 30 then. 30x minus 21 is 9, works well. The question is ratio of the savings is 4:9. Ratio of their incomes is 18:30. Simplify this in 6. You will get 3:5. Do we have that? Answer option B. Nice ratio question. In the bag for us to take 3 marks from here. An item with a CP of 1650 is sold at a certain discount on a fixed marked price to earn a profit of 20% on the cost price. If the discount was doubled, the profit would have been 110. The rate of discount at which the profit percentage would be equal to the rate of discount is nearest to what? So the cost price is 1650. I'm going to take that. It is marked up to some value which we don't know. And from here, some discount has been given. I don't know what the discount is, and they are saying the profit is 20%. Right? 20% will be 10% is 165. 20% will be 330. So this becomes 1980. Now they are saying if the discount was doubled, the profit would have been 110. Let's call the discount here to be x. So reduce x rupees, you come to 1980. Now they are saying reduce 2x. You will come, the profit will be 110, which will be 1760. So between these two, you can nicely see that the gap between these two is just an x, correct? Reduce x, that's 1980. Reduce 2x, that's 1760. The gap between 1760 and 1980 is just x. I can conveniently say x is equal to 110. So x is equal to, 220. From 1760 to 1980, it will be 220. So from here plus 220, my marked price becomes 2200. 1980 plus 220 would be 2200. That's our marked price. Now the question is the rate of discount at which profit percentage will be equal to rate of discount. So you are giving the discount from marked price, you are looking the profit from cost price, and the rate has to be equal for some particular value here. So I can nicely say 1650 into 1 plus y is equal to 2200 into 1 minus y. Discount from marked price, profit from cost price. 1650 and 2200, both of them go well in 550. This is 3 times, this is 4 times. 3 plus 3y, we can have taken y as some y by 100 as percentage. That's how we write it. 3 plus 3y is equal to 4 minus 4y. Bring it here. 7y is equal to 1. Y is equal to 1 by 7, which we can write it as 14.28 percentage. They're asking nearest to, you choose 14 percentage. Nice simple question. Just have to look for the logic, or you have tried an equation. MP minus x is equal to 1980. MP minus 2x is equal to 1760. Cancel out MP, you will get the value of x. Calculate x from here to find MP then. Too much work. You look at this gap is x, straight away plug it in, and then it takes you through. A mixture of coffee and cocoa, 16% of which is coffee, costs 240 per kg. Another mixture of coffee and cocoa, of which 36% is coffee, costs 320 per kg. If a new mixture of coffee and cocoa costs 376 per kilogram, then the quantity in kg of coffee in kg in this new mixture. 16% is coffee, rest is cocoa. Coffee, cocoa, both of them have the same starting letter. So I'm going to call some other variable here. 0.16c plus 0.84b. Where c is for coffee for me, because the question is for coffee. So I'll take the same variable here. It will be 240. 0.36c, 0.64b. Why 64b? 36% is coffee, the rest is cocoa. So 64% it is. This is equal to 320. So I'm going to subtract this. You will get 0.2c minus 0.2b is equal to 80. Multiply it by 10. 2c minus 2b is equal to 800, or c minus b is equal to 400. Or you can write this as c is equal to 400 plus b. Plug it in one of the equations, you'll get the value of c now. You'll get the value of b. So put it over here now. You will get, take this value and plug it in here. I'm writing this equation as 16c plus 84b is equal to 224,000. 16 into 400 plus b plus 84b is equal to 24,000. 6,400 plus 16b plus 84b is equal to 24,000. 100b goes over here. 18,400 goes. 17,600. B is equal to 176. Put B equal to 176 here. You will get C is equal to 576. So cost of coffee per kg is 570. Cost of cocoa per kg is 176. Mixture cost is 376. So I'm going to alligate it now. 576, 176 to 376. Alligate this. 200, 200. Simplified, this will be 1:1. So equal proportions of coffee to cocoa will give you that. So if it is 10 kgs, it has to be equally split. So it will be 5 kgs of coffee and 5 kgs of cocoa. So in a 10 kg mixture, the amount of coffee will be 5 kg. Answer option D. Simple idea that you can think of, or you can think about this as in terms of ratios here. So 20% reduced, increase coffee by 20%, the cost increases by 80. So from 320, it has gone to 376. What do I mean here? From 240 to come to 320, coffee increased by 20%, correct? 20% increase in coffee resulted in 80 rupees increase. So obviously coffee is costlier. It has increased it by 80. So I understand that. So from 320 to go to 376, what should be the percentage increase? That's all I'm looking for. So if I increase it by 100, the difference between C minus B, think about it this way. C minus B, 100% reduction in C, increase in C, and replaced by cocoa, that gives you 400. So some percentage of C minus B results in 56. From 320 it goes to 376. So what percentage of coffee to cocoa should be replaced? X into C minus B, or from here I can straight away say X is equal to 56 by 100. That will be 14% increase. So from 36%, another 14%, this will become 0.5 C plus 0.5 B then. Because this increases by 14%, another 14%, this decreases by another 14%, it will be 0.5 C plus 0.5 B, clearly telling me that 50% of that will be coffee. Answer is D. It's much logical way to solve it, but then in case if this is not falling in place, you still have the conventional way to do it and take it through. Another question, nice one from SICI. A loan of 1000 rupees is fully repaid by two installments of 530 and 594, paid at the end of the first and second year respectively. So we are doing installments here. If the interest is compounded annually, find rate of interest. That's not given, so we'll do that. 1000 rupees after 1 year, I don't know what the price will be. It will be multiplied by 1 plus A. And A is equal to some X by 100, some percentage that we don't know. So this becomes 1000 plus 1000 A, out of which in the first year we are paying off 530, which means 470 plus 1000 A will be there. This will be replaced in the next year. Sorry, this will be repaid in the next year. But when you repay this in the next year, again you'll have to multiply it by 1 plus A. So that will become into 1 plus A. So that will be 470 plus 1000 A into 1 plus A. So multiply this, you get 470 plus 470A plus 1000A is 1470A plus 1000 A square. This is what has to be repaid in next year, but we know that is equal to 594. So this will be equal to 594. So bring this here, you'll get a quadratic that will say 1000 A square plus 1470. 594 goes there, becomes minus 124 equals to 0. Painful numbers, and we are gonna take it through. The product is 1,24,000. 124, I'm thinking about it as 31 into 4 into 1000. Since I want this to be in thousands, can think about this as 155. I'm taking 5 over here. 200 into 4 is 80. 1550. Yep, works for us. Yes, 1550 and 80. Difference is 1470. Product is still 1,24,000. So this will become A is equal to 155. It has to be plus 1550 minus 80. So A will be equal to minus 1550 by 1000. A is equal to minus 1550 by 1000 or 80 by 1000. Not possible. Rates cannot be negative. So A is equal to Rx by 100. X by 100 is equal to 80 by 1000. Cancel it over here. X is equal to 8% then. So answer option A again. Lengthy one. If you're not comfortable splitting it, might want to use the completion of squares technique or the formula. Plug it in. You get a beautiful integer over here, and I'm happy about it. Right. Another one, last one for the module. Rita and Sneha can row a boat at 5 km per hour and 6 km per hour in still water respectively. The river flowing with a constant velocity, Sneha takes 48 minutes more to row 14 km upstream than to row the same distance downstream. If Rita starts from a certain location in the river and returns downstream to the same location, so she goes upstream and then comes downstream, returns downstream to the same location, taking a total of 100 minutes. So the total distance in kilometer Rita will cover is a lengthy one. When every time you get a question on boats and streams, unfortunately, you might have to plug in the formula and then run through the formula. And I'm pretty sure we are going to deal with some quadratic at some point here. Bite your tongue, bite your teeth, and let's grind through this now. 14 kilometers upstream and then come downstream. Sneha takes 48 minutes more. Obviously, upstream takes more time. I'm going to say 14 by Sneha speed is 6. 6 minus V minus 14 by 6 plus V. Upstream time, downstream time is 48 minutes. Kilometer hours, I want 48 minutes in hours. 48 by 60 will become 4 by 5. So take 14, come over here. You will get 6 plus V. Take LCM here, minus 6 plus V divided by 6 square minus V square is equal to 4 by 70. Taking 14 out, dividing the entire equation by 14. 4 by 70, cancel this. This becomes 2 by 35. Right. Now, 6 and 6 gets cancelled. 2V by 36 minus V is equal to 2 by 35. 2 gets cancelled. I'll have V minus V square plus 36 equal to 35V. Rewrite it. V square plus 35V minus 36 equals to 0. Minus 36. Sum is plus 35. It is plus 35 and minus 1. But then when you take the roots, it will become minus 35 comma 1. Speed cannot be negative. So speed of the stream is 1 kilometer per hour. Have that now. I found the speed of the stream here. Rita starts from a certain location. So there is an entire river that she starts here, goes up, comes down to the same point. This distance we don't know. For Sneha, they have mentioned 14 kilometers, but for Rita, they did not mention. So we'll have to find D now. So she goes upstream, D pi plus 1 plus D divided by 5 minus 1 is equal to 100 minutes. 100 by 60, I can write it as 5 by 3. So take out D common. 5 minus 1 is 4 divided by 24 is equal to 5 by 3. 10D by 24 is equal to 5 by 3. Cancel it out 8 times. Cancel it out 2 times. Cancel it here 4 times. So D is equal to 4 kilometer. So the distance that reaches 4 kilometer, I would have happily chosen 4 kilometer. But the question says, it is not asking what distance did she cover. it is asking for the total distance, which means she went up 4 kilometers, came down 4 kilometers. So total distance 4 plus 4, that's 8 kilometers, and that will be our answer. 8 questions, all 8 doable. Couple of them were lengthy, a couple of them were number heavy, but in a nutshell, there were 8 questions in the bag and 24 marks up for the grabs, the last paper. Hopefully we get another paper like that. Let's keep our fingers crossed.